Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jessica Stevenson. We'll start it off by sending it right on over to Tim for a look at our weather. Tim?
Well, Jessica, after starting off with, showers and thunderstorms, even a severe thunderstorm warning this morning.
Researchers at the University of Nebraska at Kearney are looking to see if corn could address the country's infrastructure needs. Right now, researchers are investigating to see if corn cobs and stover, or the stalks, leaves, and husks left over after harvest, can strengthen concrete. Researchers believe corn ash could be a more environmentally friendly substitute for fly ash that's currently mixed into concrete to make it stronger. Fly ash is a byproduct from coal-fired power plants, but recent bans on coal-generated electricity could make fly ash harder to come by. The researchers at UNK expect to have the study completed by the end of the year. The Miss USA meet and greet with Sarah Summers, scheduled for this morning in Kearney, canceled.
Unfortunately, the fog, the weather, the ceiling was too low, and so they weren't able to land in Kearney.
The mayor says if possible, the city would like to welcome her back to the community in the future. Sarah Summers was crowned Miss USA 2018 on May 21st. She's the first Nebraskan to ever win this title and will go on to represent the U.S. in the Miss Universe pageant. Right now, Summers is kicking off a meet and greet in Scottsbluff, then off to Norfolk. She'll wrap up the tour on Saturday. In Grand Island, a 38-year-old woman and her father were scammed out of more than $40,000 over the course of several months. The Grand Island Police Department says the two had been sending money to a man the woman met online. Their agreement was that he would then meet them here in Nebraska, but he never showed. Police are still investigating the incident, and the victims are still gathering Western Union receipts to determine just how much money they lost. North Platte police are asking for your help to identify someone who robbed a convenience store overnight. They say the masked man robbed a store on Rodeo Road. The suspect could be driving a green or teal Honda sedan that police describe as very loud. They say the suspect is armed and dangerous. Please do not attempt to approach him. If you have any information, please call the North Platte Police. We have an update today on the Beatrice six people who were wrongfully convicted of murder back in 1985. A federal appeals court has denied Gage County's request for further review of a $28.1 million judgment awarded to the 6 people. A 3-judge panel of the 8th Circuit Court declined to overturn a jury's 2016 verdict against the county and 2 former law enforcement officials. Officials have said the jury verdict would create major financial problems for rural Gage County, which collects about $8 million a year in taxes. State game officials say a mountain lion that killed a domestic goat in northwest Nebraska has been found and killed. They say the goat's owner contacted the Game and Parks Commission after finding the goat carcass near Shadron. They identified the mountain lion believed to be responsible, and the big cat was killed yesterday. The commission says it's the state's 4th confirmed case of a livestock killed in Nebraska by a mountain lion since the cat's presence in the state was confirmed back in 1991. Parents who lost a child due to miscarriage can now get a certificate of non-viable birth. LB 1040 goes into effect tomorrow, making Nebraska the 2nd state to be able to offer such a certificate. The legislature passed the bill during the last legislative session. The certificate will have the name and gender of the fetus if it's known. The Nebraska Family Alliance says the certificate will honor the lives lost in miscarriage and the grieving families. You can find out how to apply for the certificate on the State Department of Health and Human Services website. Want to mix Kool-Aid by the gallon? Well, Kool-Aid Days wants volunteers to help out this year's event. They're looking for volunteers to mix Kool-Aid for the world's biggest Kool-Aid stand, as well as help run events, put up tents, sell tickets, and t-shirts. Kool-Aid Days this year is August 9th through the 12th. You can sign up to volunteer on the organization's website. In national news, President Trump is working to clarify comments he made during his summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. While in Finland, the president appeared to side with Russian leaders, saying Russia didn't meddle in the 2016 election. Now, he's saying he misspoke. ABC's Kenneth Moten reports from Washington.